I'm Josh Liston from On the Bubble podcast, an oral history of television fandom, part of the Gonna Geek Network, just like the show you're checking out now. Shows on the network are individually owned and opinions expressed may not reflect others. Find other awesome geeky shows at GonnaGeekNetwork.com.
Stand by for a brand new episode of All Things Good and Nerdy.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to episode 432 of the All Things Good and Nerdy podcast show, whatever we want to go with. This is recorded live on Sunday, January 10th, 2021. It is our first episode of 2021 because we did take a week off to celebrate the beginning of a year that's hopefully not as shitty as the previous year.
It's already better.
Well, I don't know, man. I can't really get into those reasons why because they're topics we avoid on this show, but I don't know if we're much better off from 2020 right now, but hopefully we end up better off from 2020.
And our very first broadcast.
My 2020 was actually all right.
Did you get a PS5?
Fuck you.
His 2020 just got worse.
All right, so I'm Chris. Joining me today, I got the usual gang of suspects. We'll start first with Mr. Anthony Bachman.
Hello. I am no longer the answer to life, the universe, and everything. I'm now 43, not 42.
We're sorry. And then also joining us today, freshly NyQuil dosed and struggling to wake up, but powering through to join us, Mr.
With
Willie
crabs.
Nelson.
I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good now.
You said you were sleepy and you were rubbing your eyes like you were tired.
No, I got something in them. I'm trying to
Yeah, it's
scratch
called
it out.
sleep in his eyes.
Oh,
I don't like
crabs.
the name for it. I wish there was a different name. You know what's in my eyes. I'm not going to say it.
Shit.
Gunk.
Yeah, gunk. Let's just go with gunk. That's fucking better.
Sleep goo?
No.
Nighttime boogers.
Eye boogies?
With that other word. I don't like that. I don't like that.
You don't like
that
eye
humor
boogies?
either. I don't like that humor either. I don't know what it is. I know I'm weird. I get it. All right.
Eyeball
I don't need it.
boogies. Willie got the eyeball boogies.
Eyeball boogies.
Mine's been closed for a long time.
Because of that NyQuil you took. The NyQuil worked for you, though? You got a good uninterrupted night of sleep?
I felt so good when I woke up, so fully well rested. Don't you like that?
NyQuil's good shit.
Yeah. I mean, it is when you take it at the right time of day. There was, in high school, I was going to school and I felt like crap. And I had the NyQuil and the DayQuil sitting right there. Wasn't even thinking, poured the NyQuil and went, uh-oh.
Nice.
That was a long morning of classes as I'm sitting there with the NyQuil. And I'm just like, I feel bad and I'm tired. And I took this NyQuil, which just exacerbates the sleepiness.
This DayQuil tastes just like NyQuil. Oh, well.
I kind of overdid it once with NyQuil. I was getting ready for the very first time I was going to come back home from the Navy on leave and felt myself getting a really bad cold that had been going around our school. And so I went out drinking on Friday night, ended up polishing off a bottle of Bacardi. And then when we got back to our barracks rooms on Saturday morning, and it was like 5 a.m. Saturday, and I had all the weekend off, literally went to my rack, opened up a new bottle of NyQuil, drank it, and crawled into my bed. I woke up Sunday night. Felt great.
Jeez.
My roommates were a little afraid I wasn't going to wake up, though.
I mean, College
Yeah.
Chris's solution to being
Don't
sick was...
don't recommend it.
College Chris's solution to starting to feel like you were getting a cold or something like that was just drink more whiskey. It didn't really work out well for me after the fact, but during the fact, it seemed like a great idea in college.
Oh, yeah. When you're doing it, it seems like a great idea.
It's a great idea. It's 2 days later when you're like, oh, I feel even worse.
Yeah,
Why do I
each of my
feel so
roommate-
bad?
Each of my roommates, we'd all gotten out and bought a bottle of Bacardi 151 and then just a bottle of Pepsi and just kept pouring the rum into the Pepsi. So by the end of the night, you're just drinking Bacardi out of a Pepsi bottle.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough.
But yeah, by Tuesday when I flew home, I felt great. Killer cure, man. Killer cure.
I'm
Just
glad,
gotta do one or the other when
I'm
you're
glad-
18.
I'm glad I
Really
don't.
tough.
I'm glad I don't partake of those cures anymore. I like to think that at 36 I've wisened up a little bit and have realized that.
Yeah, at 43, I know that shit would kill me if I tried that right now. I would be dead. And Willie's just thinking about what he's trying to do this weekend or later today.
He's
He
making.
got NyQuil in his eyes. He's like, for NyQuil.
No, he's gonna go robo tripping during the day and
It
NyQuil
doesn't
tripping
have the
at night.
coding anymore, does it?
Nope. No
Yeah,
more
but it doesn't
code.
mean you won't
Damn it.
try.
That's true.
You can
Something
still
has
try.
to have it, right?
Yeah, that's how they make what is it, the Scissorup or whatever that's called.
Yeah, but
that Scissorup
what-
drink or whatever
but
it is.
where do they get
I
it?
have no idea. From
Yeah,
a
purple
doctor.
drink.
who-
I'm saying some kind of cough medicine has to still have it in it, right?
Yeah, but it's probably behind the counter kind of stuff where you have to get ID
Yeah, like
for it or
prescription
something.
stuff.
Oh no!
Or
I
you-
show ID for a weekend of fun? No.
Or you're like me and you live in meth country, so if you want actual Sudafed that has the real ingredients in it, you get carded every time you buy that too, because you're in meth country, so they have to make sure you don't buy too much to make meth out of it.
Yeah, I don't want to do meth
I don't want to either, but I do want Sudafed when I have a sinus head cold.
because then you get meth mouth, and that shit's just all fucked up.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
nobody
no
wants
good.
meth mouth. Nobody does.
I'm proving I don't have meth mouth.
Well, I'm sure our audio listeners really enjoyed that silence as you grinned for the camera. Here, I'll put you full screen though if you want to.
I did it while you were talking.
There you go. There you go. It's a solo shot on Willie. We can see all of his teeth are there. He does not have
Enjoy the
meth
big
mouth.
Willie.
You see, he knows he's lying because I know I have a tooth missing because I had it pulled because you're fucking lying.
I can't see that tooth.
You don't say you can.
Fuck you, Willie.
Well, I guess that works.
I think this is the first time I got Chris with a fucking lie.
I wasn't lying. I just didn't know. To the best of my knowledge, I was telling the truth because I did not have all of the facts that you had a tooth removed. Vote for me in 2024. I'm getting my politician
Fuck you,
speeches
vote for
ready.
me.
Mhm.
I voted for you in 2020. You got to vote for me in 2024.
Sorry, what? What about me?
You're going to be my vice president, Willie. Vice President
Oh!
Willie.
Oh, fuck yeah. Just as much power with less responsibility. Let's go. And I can shoot somebody and get away with it.
Oh God, here we go.
Oh, God.
That was a Dick Cheney joke. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
That's so far removed that we should be good to joke about with, right?
I mean,
Hell,
he
it was
is-
funny when it happened.
yeah, it sort of was.
Well, I mean, it's not political now. It's just a boo joke.
It was birdshot at least, so it was not necessarily lethal.
Hey, Chris, you want to go hunting with me?
Yeah, the guy did live, right?
Yeah, he did. Willie, you want me to go hunting with you, huh? I'm scared. What are we going to go hunt? Wabbits?
It's duck season.
Ooh, wabbits.
I don't know.
Wabbit season.
Uh,
Does that make you Elmer Fudd then? Or hunting wabbits? Be very, very quiet.
I was going for something else, but it's not even important enough to keep this joke rolling on with it.
Why not?
God damn it, Chris. Just let it drop.
Why,
I'll
Willie?
Just keep on going without me then.
Live from the ATGN studios on the internet. It's the news of the week.
Welcome to the News of the Week. It's that part of the show where we run down what's in our minds. Some of the most interesting, geeky, and or nerdy news to have popped up here in the last week and share it with you guys. And we'll start off first by saying it's Wabbit season and toss things over to Willie.
Duck season.
You thought you were free, Willie. You thought you were free. I brought it back. I gave you hope that it was gone, and I brought it back. So now you know how it feels.
He's an Elmer Fudd with crabs,
Nobody can hear you right now.
and that's the best way. Is for him to complain on silence. I love it.
Thank you, Willie. Please tell us more about Wabbit season.
Fuck you, Chris.
Wow. Wow. Those are very harsh words.
Hey, yeah, I got nothing. I've been dealing with a sickness all week. Let's just go with that.
Are you down with the sickness? Ooh,
You mothers, get up. Come on, get down with the sickness.
Yeah, I've also been under the weather myself. So my news is not really world breaking, but it's something I saw. I went, oh, this is interesting. So I'll kick us off with my news. And it's a game that we've all played. I don't know if you guys knew this, but in 2020, Among Us was the most downloaded mobile game, beating out things like Roblox, PUBG, Fortnite, stuff like that.
I mean, I'm still having fun with it.
I am too. According to the story I found on TheVerge.com, data was released by Apptopia that ranks this year's breakout hit at 41 million downloads in the United States and 264 million downloads worldwide. This does not include people that bought it on Steam or who also bought it on Nintendo Switch, because it is on Nintendo Switch now. This is just mobile downloads.
I know at least one person who bought it on the Switch, and I don't think I am.
I don't think I am either, because I don't know how you would do chat in-game on the Switch. Does it pop up a keyboard for you?
Yep, same as I just type it. Oh, if you play on TV, I don't fucking know.
Yeah, see, that's what I don't know.
I'm guessing it pulls down the keyboard and stuff, but I think it's mostly used for handheld mode.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you're playing with a group, you can still have your cell phone out and use Discord, but if you're playing with randos...
It's pretty much you playing on a tablet.
Well, I mean, that's effectively what a Nintendo Switch is, and I don't mean that to be a shot at the Nintendo Switch before anyone sends me any hate mail.
No, it's built to be a tablet.
Yeah, I mean,
just with controllers. That's what it's built to be.
It's tablet hardware. So, yeah.
Hey, I wouldn't say that.
It is. The NVIDIA Tegra K1 processor
I was
or
just
whatever.
kidding.
Okay. It's the same thing that's in my NVIDIA Shield TV, basically.
It's the same thing as what's in your ass. We all know it.
There's nothing there, Willie. I'm very confused.
Excuse me. Can you see my finger right now?
Are you saying the Switch
is
vaporware? I'm very confused. This is gross. All right, going on. If you didn't realize, Among Us released back in 2018. It didn't really become popular until the pandemic, when people were looking for stuff to play, and a lot of folks started playing it on Twitch. And then word of mouth kind of grew. Everyone started playing it. Everyone started getting a Discord client to be able to chat appropriately. And then you even saw it being used, and I'm not going to get into politics, but I have to bring it up, being used by politicians as a way to do outreach among their constituents and talk about things.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, you didn't see AOC Plays Twitch broke all sorts of records on Twitch when they were doing that? Got a group of gamers together, a group of politicians together, and they were playing Among Us as a group, and we're actually talking about other things like issues and things like that in between. It was a fascinating change to how political outreach could be done.
No.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
No. I don't need... That doesn't need... No. Fucking get serious. If you're going to get fucking serious, leave the fucking games out of it. Sorry.
I mean, it's not like they were doing like a political campaign speech or anything like that. It was more talking about some of the issues like you would a group of friends. I watched a little bit of it because I was curious.
All right, that's fair.
I watched a little bit because I was curious, and it broke a bunch of streaming records, and there was a bunch of excitement around it. And more why I bring that up is it's kind of interesting to see that there are alternative ways that are starting to be seen by at least younger politicians to reach out and talk to their constituents and talk to the public. And that was an interesting way to do it.
All right. Fair enough. I'll stand corrected. I don't mind being wrong.
Wrong. Willie.
I don't mind being wrong. I don't mind it.
Continuing on the trend of Among Us, in November, almost 500 million people played the game, they're saying. It is, like we mentioned, available on mobile, Nintendo Switch, and PC, and they have confirmed that a release is also planned for Xbox One and the Xbox Series line of devices. So Among Us will be coming to the Xbox.
Do you know what that means?
A lot of people playing it.
That means 1/16 of the entire world's population has played it. Now, I know 1/16 seems like a small number, but when you're taking in the entire world... That's a lot of fucking people.
Especially when you go and think about, like we mentioned, this game came out in 2018. They were working on
one out of every 16 people has played it in the world.
And the other 15 people are Chinese.
Is it banned in China?
No, I don't think so.
I mean, I would doubt it would be.
Odds are, if you're saying one out of 16 people played it, the other 15 people are Chinese.
And we've talked about on this show before, they were working on a sequel. This thing just took off and went crazy, and they scrapped the sequel and just started doing updates to the original version of the game, changing how multiplayer works.
They're on the new map.
They did show off some of the stuff on the new map on their Twitter account, where there's like ladders and stuff where you can climb between things. It looks interesting, and there was a whole bunch of other stuff they posted, I think, on their website of what their plans are going forward. So, assuming they're able to continue parlaying this success into future iterations of the game, I think it could be pretty cool. My assumption is this new map pack will not be free. It'll probably be a DLC purchase, but if it's like $4 or $5 to buy, I'm fine with that. The real question would be, if you're someone like me who sometimes plays on his iPad and then also sometimes plays on his PC, do I have to buy the DLC on both, or do I buy it once and make it attached to some kind of Among Us account? Because we don't have a permanent account you can sign in across devices, which is one of the things that was supposedly on their roadmap. Meaning, say you signed in with your Gmail account on your iPad, sign in with your Gmail account on your PC, and everything carries over, and your character design carries over and stuff like that. I don't think it's a major thing, but I think when we get to DLC and things like that, it could be.
It depends on how big they take it. Because, I mean, oh no, I got to redo my thing on the Switch. Like, beep, boop, 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 done.
Well, so more my thought is, if I'm going to buy a DLC map pack for $5, am I going to have to buy it once or twice so that I can play it on the 2 different devices I like to play on?
Yeah.
I like this developer. I think they've done a lot of good work on it. I'm not necessarily opposed to buying it twice. It's more just a consideration out there, especially as you're getting into people playing it on a variety of different devices, especially now that's on the Switch also. You've probably got some people that play on their Switch, play on their PC, depending on whatever's convenient and closest to them at a given time. See, I'm a thinker.
I'm kind of curious if you, on the Switch, if they have access to any of the extra clothes. Like, if you buy it on the PC, you get access to all the clothes and hats and whatnot, right?
Correct.
Did you guys have it? So do you get it on the Switch?
Well, if it is similar to how it is handled on like my iPad, I have no way to take the clothes that I have gotten in the PC version and use those on the iPad unless I've purchased them through an in-app purchase on the tablet.
I mean, because it's a paid game on Switch too, is what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah.
So, do you get all the same stuff you get on the PC version?
I don't.
That's why
know.
I was questioning. Yeah, I don't know. So that's why I was just asking.
And honestly, I just thought it was cool it came out on the Switch. It was never really a consideration for me because my iPad screen is better and bigger, and I've gotten used to playing it on the iPad when I want to play removed from my PC.
Oh, Mr. Fancy Pants over here. I just got my fucking phone. I'm happy as shit.
Well, you can play it on your phone too if you want. I'm not judging either way. I just put it on my iPad.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm Willie. I want to be an elitist. That's what you sound like.
I am an elitist. How could you tell?
I want to get him a top hat and a monocle now.
I would love a top hat. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a top hat man.
Well, would you rather have a top hat or a fedora for your monocle?
Top hat. Fuck you with the fucking fedora. Do I look like a fucking milady?
Milady. Thank you for the League reference there.
I don't even fucking remember if that was a League reference. It's been so long since I've seen it. Okay, I do. What's that guy's name? I can't remember him.
Chad Ochocinco.
I know it's Paul Scheer, but what's his name in the show?
Andre.
Dr. Andre Nozick.
Yeah,
Dr.
Nozick.
Andre
Okay.
Nozick.
I can never remember fucking Andre. I love that guy.
Speaking of which, he's in the new Joe Manganiello movie, Arch Enemy, on Prime, as an assassin that's covered in tattoos. And it is the weirdest shit you have ever seen Paul Scheer do. It's a scene where he's on meth and playing around with a gun. It is... You should watch the movie just for that. Just for the Paul Scheer part that's in it. It is awesome. The movie itself is great as well. But just for the Paul Scheer scene, it's worth watching.
Yeah, I'm in. You sold me.
Sure.
Willie, that's a ringing endorsement of being sold on something right there. Just a sure.
Oh.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Who cares?
I do need to apologize to you, Willie. I shouldn't have made the PS5 crack at the top of the show. I feel bad.
That's all right. It was made for a funny joke.
I know, but I feel bad now because I know how excited you were about PS5, and I know how much it sucks not to be able to get one.
I just really hope to get one before February because with a free PS Plus game, as I do with my Sailor Moon moves, I don't know why. The free PS Plus game for the PS5 for PS Plus, it looks fun as fuck. It was supposed to come out a little bit ago, but they pushed it back and they made it a PS Plus game. And it looks fun. I don't remember the name off the top of my head. Something All-Stars, Battle Cars. I don't remember exactly what. It just looks super fun. It's going to be the one in February from what I've read. And it looks, I'm ready. I am ready for that.
So if it's similar to the supply issues that Xbox has been having, the rumors are it's going to be like April time frame before they start becoming readily available that you could just go into a store and get one.
God damn it, Chris. Could you not just let me have that just for February? No, you had to go ahead and
I'm not saying it's impossible.
Drown it. Oh, April.
No, Willie, why I mention this is so that you can be aware that the supply chain is still going to be fairly constrained, it sounds like.
I know, you're
can
trying to
look
keep me
into
grounded.
ways
You're keeping me grounded. I appreciate it.
And to give you awareness of, you might want to check like stock and inventory checkers so you can know whether you can go to your local big box store like Walmart or Target and go pick up your PlayStation 5. Because your limitation is different than other folks in this regard because you want to pay a fat stack of cash. So it makes buying it online difficult.
Now that we're talking about this, I did see something weird the other day. I was driving by Sheetz, aka the best gas station in the goddamn world.
You're goddamn right.
Best fast food fries there ever was.
They got curly fries now.
I'm meaning the regular fries. I love the regular fries. But anyway, so yeah, I was driving. I was leaving. And I saw a UPS truck parked. I was like, well, geez, it's kind of hard to see past this because I'm trying to make sure there's no cars coming. And then I pull past it, and there's another person parked on the other side. It looks like someone was buying or selling, or one was buying, one was selling a PS5 because they had the box holding it. And I'm like, who? Because you can't just pick up from a UPS truck like this, can you?
No.
Yeah.
No.
So I saw, so I was like, what the, is this UPS guy selling, just meeting him here in his truck?
So
his UPS delivery truck?
there are
It was
folks
weird.
before who have talked about they saw that their box was going to be delivered and they missed the delivery. And when you order something, get it via UPS now, I sometimes get emails that says track your delivery and you can see where the truck is on a map. So the possibility there is the guy was like, oh, I'm either not home or I missed my delivery. Let me go run down the UPS truck. Because if you can show your proof of identification and things like that, because it'll have your address on it, my understanding from other people who have talked about it on a subreddit is that they will release the package to you. So that could have been what it was.
I'm glad you talked about that first. Now let's talk about what else it could have been.
Drug deal gone bad.
Oh, no, it was definitely a PS5.
Do you know it was a PS5 in the box?
Chris.
Nope.
Chris.
He knows it's a PS5 box. He doesn't know what was
You
in
know
it.
it's a PS5 box. You don't know what's inside.
Could have been a box full of meth.
Just like when
I'm
you
pretty
when
sure
I
the
said
PS5 is
wait,
worth more than the meth.
Wait, just like when I said you
if
had
you
all your
filled a
teeth and I couldn't see inside your mouth to know better, and you strung me up about that, I'm going to do the same thing here and point out you don't know what's in that damn box.
Hey, you
Yes,
want me to
sir.
shove the camera down my throat? Is that what you want?
Not
Now, I'm thinking
particularly.
if you completely emptied the
You want
box
a preview
out,
of what's going to be?
took out all the styrofoam, and filled all of it to the brim with meth, that's got to be worth more than $500.
Yeah,
right?
you were right. Well, I mean, all right, worth more than what a scalper was selling for.
Oh, that might be different.
Scalpers are selling for what, a
That's
grand
my
right now?
meaning. That's what I was meaning behind it. I get what you're meaning, Bachman. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it'd be worth more than what they were
Yeah, that'd be
selling
like 40,
originally,
50
too.
pounds of meth. Like, that'd be a lot of
That's a
fucking
lot
meth.
of
if you
meth.
filled
It's
the
only
box.
value 1,500. They weren't selling it more than that, were they? The fucking scalpers, you pieces of shit. If you're listening, you're a scalper. Fuck you. I don't want you as a fan. Get the fuck out of here.
Eh.
Chris, are you going to argue with me on that?
No, I have
No,
no
it's not.
disagreement.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's why I keep hoping the supply chain speeds up so it really screws those scalpers who are still trying to sell them off.
Oh, yeah.
See? And then Willie will get a device if the supply chain speeds up too.
I'm not going to buy it from a scalper. Fuck you.
No, I
don't
was meaning you'd be able to get it in a store.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
No.
if the
I mean,
supply
like,
chain
they're
speeds up.
dropping their. I've seen on prices, there's a subreddit. What's it called? Stop the Scalper or something like that. Stop Scalper. It's where these guys are tricking fucking scalpers. They're like messaging like, hey, can you meet? I got cash in hand. Can I meet you over here or something like that? But and they pretty much make them drive somewhere and they make them wait. And it's like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm not really coming.
Yeah.
Make them waste their time
Yeah.
and their gas because fuck them.
As long
Try-
as that's as far as they go, that's perfectly fine. Make them waste
Oh, yeah,
time,
yeah.
money, and,
Yep.
and gas.
That's
Don't do
exactly
anything
all they
else to
say.
them. Yeah.
They show their messages like, hey, I'll be over there. Like, I ain't really coming, you bitch.
Yeah. That's fine. That's fine, and that's funny.
hilarious. Here, I'll look up what exactly it is.
But that has the potential to turn into something far worse if they're not careful.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I don't think they actually go. I don't know. I can't speak for all of it because I haven't really been reading it fully. Scam the Scalpers. That's what it's called.
Okay, we gotcha.
Scam the Scalpers. Yep. And it looks like prices are going down because the scalpers are getting worried. Like, oh, no, fuck you.
And it's post-Christmas, too. People are a little less desperate.
Yeah.
Because it's not like, oh, my God, my kid really wants this and I couldn't get one anymore. The holidays already passed.
Yeah.
Which is what a lot of the push was for. I saw a lot of it near the end as we got closer to Christmas and other holidays where everyone's like, oh my God, my kid really wants this. Should I pay the $800 to the scalper? I'm kind of okay paying $300 extra. And everyone's like, I wouldn't, but you do you.
No. And the same thing was happening with the Quest Oculus 2. Those were sold out everywhere, the larger 256 gigabyte versions. So those are going, scalpers are selling them on, saw a couple on like Amazon, eBay, up to like upwards of $1,000.
When did they come out? The Oculus 2.
It was, I think, in November.
Oh, okay. Oh, so
Yeah,
it's like a
October,
brand
November
new.
timeframe.
Okay.
Yeah, October, November. Yeah, so the,
I know
the
for
2,
the Oculus.
well, yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah,
I had never heard of
the 2
Oculus
was brand new and it came out right before the holidays. And so, yeah, the worst thing is that there was only 2 versions, 64 gig or 256 gig. So a huge difference in drive space, but it's only $100 price difference. You can get the 64 gig one everywhere. It's in all the stores. They're everywhere. You can't find a 256 anywhere.
You know what else also just came out? I'm sure Willie's really excited about this. The Atari VCS.
Oh. Wait, is that the one you can make chicken with?
No, that's the
I'm
KFC
confused.
one.
Oh, you're talking about the KFC console.
Yeah, that's a different
Oh,
one.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It took me a second. I was like, wait, chicken?
Yeah.
What the fuck's he talking about?
That was my
Oh,
joke.
Yeah.
They're the equivalent.
I forgot about that.
So evidently the Atari VCS came out, which doesn't even come with a controller and costs $400. Go read some stuff for yourself on the craziness of that. Yeah.
I'm as likely to buy
What?
that as I am to buy a console from Kentucky Fried Chicken.
No.
That's all I'm
So
saying.
what is this thing? What is it?
It's the Atari VCS. It plays classic
Old
Atari
Atari
games.
games. And it doesn't come with a controller.
It doesn't come with a controller, and you can run Google Stadia on it because it has a Chrome browser. So the big VCS fans are like, yeah, well, the VCS plays Cyberpunk better than the Xbox. What do you guys say about that? We're like, no, Google Stadia plays Cyberpunk better than the Xbox.
That's not the same thing at all.
Yeah,
Why
there's
does
a
it
whole
not come with a controller.
because it was nuts. It was on Indiegogo like 3 years ago, and it's finally now shipping. There's
Do you
a
not
whole,
remember the pain?
It's the new
of being
Ouya. Because it's
You
the
not-
new Ouya, that's why.
but a
You
lot
don't
more
remember
expensive.
the pain of being a kid, getting your PlayStation 1, Chris. I know you do. You got your PlayStation 1. You put your game in. Hey, do you want to save it? Yeah, I want to save it. Put in a memory card.
What memory card?
Hey, Willie.
Oh, what?
Really, I never had that problem. I went from the Nintendo
Suck it,
64 to the Xbox, which had a hard drive in it.
You didn't have any in between?
There's no generation difference between them.
No, there's one
There's-
generation difference.
The Xbox was part of the generation that came out after N64.
So there's one generation difference between it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I've never had that memory card hell, except for very briefly on some N64 games made you use a memory card, so I lied.
Yeah, I remember I got I got the PlayStation 2, and that didn't have an internal hard drive. Yeah, I was playing Dragon Ball Budokai, the very first one.
Really good game, too, supposedly. I haven't played it myself.
Cheap. Very
Yeah.
cheap.
I
mean,
think at
the
one point
AI.
for my PlayStation 2, I had like 6 memory cards when I was in the Navy.
I had one of those Mega Block memory cards for the PS1 that had like a bunch of it in it. You had buttons on top of it where you had to switch between different
Yeah.
memory cards. It was stupid. Sometimes it didn't even really work, but it worked all right enough.
I'm glad we've moved past memory cards at this point.
Yes.
You are
Memory cards
goddamn
are
right.
annoying.
Now it's, oh, I don't have my save game. Let me log in and it'll pull it off a server and just download it to my box. I'm good then.
Damn right.
Oh yeah.
That's the way to do it.
Like, this should have never been a problem.
I don't disagree with you, Willie. I don't disagree with you. But if you want to hear more about the Atari VCS,
No, I don't.
yeah, I've ripped on it a few
No,
times.
don't even that. Don't no one wants
Let
to.
me get the
Don't
plug
even
in.
finish
Let
it.
me get the
All
plug
right.
in.
All right.
There's an episode in the last season of the Geekly Speaking podcast where we ripped on it pretty hard because of some promises on not delivering. And then somehow I got pulled into a Twitter argument about it because someone tagged me on it. And I was just kind of watching. I'm like, what the hell is some of these people smoking that they're so fiercely defensive? This is like console fanboyism at its worst. I was like,
Very
the worst
much so.
fanboys are for the Atari VCS? Who would have thought?
Well, they already got their Zack Snyder Justice League that they're waiting for, so now they don't know what to argue about.
We don't got it yet. It's
Yeah,
not
but here's the thing, and Warner Brothers already said it. There's no more Zack Snyder movies in the DC universe after that.
Thank
so it doesn't really matter
God.
what all they
with
set up.
I get my Justice League. I wanted to see it. I'm curious what it is. I want to see it.
I'm curious,
I just won't pay to see it.
I mean, technically, I guess I'm paying for it because I got a subscription to HBO Max.
I do too, but it's included as part of my cell phone plan. So I just like to think that it's a free add-on that I'm not actually paying.
Fair enough.
That's how I spin it in my head.
Have you watched Doom Patrol yet?
I have not.
God damn it, Chris! Watch Doom Patrol.
It's on
It's
my
next
list.
on my list. I just finished Titans.
It is so good. I will say it starts out like uber edgelordy. It starts out like that, but then the wacky zany shit, like they pull shit directly from the comics.
But Warrior just hit
Directly.
HBO Max, and I want to watch that, and that's ahead of it on the
Warriors.
list.
Or
No,
Warrior.
A warrior.
Warrior, but not the movie with Tom Hardy, but the series showrun by Shannon Lee, based on the writings of Bruce Lee,
and Justin
it is
Lin show runs it too.
fucking fantastic.
I
Yeah,
wish
I'm
I
like-
would have chose a different name. That's all.
I'm like 5 episodes in.
Because
Yeah,
look, we just got
so
confused
good.
3 times over.
and here's gonna be the real problem.
Warriors? No. Warrior? Nah. Yeah, but not the movie. What the? God.
Here's gonna be the real problem on me picking up and getting started on Titans or Doom Patrol soon.
Yeah,
Titan.
don't watch Titans.
Okay.
That first episode turned me completely off.
So
Fuck
The-
Batman.
The first episode is emo edgelord crap.
God,
After
it
that,
is.
the show does nothing but progressively get better and better and better.
Okay, I
You
might
end
give
up
it a
finding
try.
out like that there were the previous generation of Titans, and that this new team that they're putting together is the new Teen Titans. You find out why the old Titans fell apart. You find out why they're putting the new team together. Like the 2 seasons of the show, it is fantastic writing.
Yeah, they're not
'Cause, yeah.
teens, right?
No, well, I mean,
Except for
the
what's her
Dick
name?
Grayson character isn't, but then the Rachel Raven that they bring in and the Beast Boy they bring in are teens. So
Is he?
it's basically creation of the Teen Titans as the second generation of Titans.
Oh, and apparently this is a different world, different story than Doom Patrol, because they do have a Doom Patrol episode.
yes,
But it doesn't take place in Doom Patrol itself. It's completely
Yeah,
separate.
it's weird.
All
They
the same
show-
actors.
Yeah.
All the same actors and
All
everything.
the same actors except
Brendan
for the
Fraser.
Doctor.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah,
they showed-
couldn't get James Bond.
they showed
Yeah.
that in Crisis when that came out that they were different
Yeah.
Earths.
Oh, they did.
Yeah,
I don't fucking. I never watched that shit.
I literally just finished the 13th episode of season 2 of Titans. It's actually really fucking good.
Fair
Like
enough.
the Hawk and Dove actors, the kid that plays Dick Grayson, who becomes Robin and Nightwing, and I was a little weirded out by the actor they picked as Batman, but then they have these scenes where Robin's losing his mind and he keeps picturing Batman talking to him, the actor that's playing Bruce Wayne on Titans, and he's actually really good as like Dick Grayson's conscious. And so like it's really good to see this actor like giving what was his name, Brandon Thwait, like giving him shit. And like they did it really well.
You know what that reminds me of? Fucking Dexter with his dead dad.
Aren't they bringing that back? Dexter?
Wait, was that really his dad?
Well, no, it was the cop that raised him after his mom was killed.
That's
But
why I
he
can't remember
considered
there
him
was a
his
story.
dad.
I thought like he really was his dad or something. I forget what all. I haven't seen it in so long.
I think there was a possibility because his mom was not a narc, but like an informant for the cops, and so there was
That's
chance
right.
that maybe that cop had an inappropriate relationship with his informant, and so the cop might have actually been his dad. I think that was brought up on the show, but I don't know if it was ever confirmed.
Fair enough.
But
So-
no, yeah, Dexter is coming back.
Yeah, it'll be difficult though picking up new series or catching up on old series since I'm back at work, so I don't have a bunch of free time. I've got the regular TV that's airing. Oh, and next week WandaVision comes out, and they're doing
sure.
2
That's next
episodes.
week?
Yeah,
Next week.
2
15th.
episode premiere.
Fuck. Oh, week by week. Fuck you, Disney Plus.
Willie, that's how everything is anymore. Besides some Netflix stuff,
Wait, even Netflix isn't doing that
even
anymore?
Netflix is doing some stuff that's week by week.
Fuck everybody.
Oh, that does remind me though. I need to go watch Sabrina. Sabrina Part 4 came out.
Fuck Sabrina.
Oh, that show's awesome.
Hey,
I've
guys,
watched
I
all.
can't
the
watch first
it. 3 seasons
Second
were great.
season, I'm done. Just
First
a
3
little bit
seasons
second
were
season.
great. I can't wait to watch the rest of it.
So, side
It's
note,
good stuff.
WandaVision, the first 3 episodes went out to critics, and Peter Scretta, /film himself, talked about how he watched them and said they were all very good. And then his wife had also said they were good. And I'd asked her, does the trailers give away anything? And she's like, no, trailers didn't give anything away on this. So it's supposed to be trippy, weird, and mysterious, but slow burn from what they said. And they lean really hard into the different sitcom eras they're in. So that feels like a sitcom in the MCU that then has weird moments where people are like, what the hell's going on? I'm super intrigued by it. And it seems like Paul Bettany is really good in it.
Yeah, it's just Wanda having fever dreams.
That's mostly what my assumption is too, but it's gonna
basically what it looks like.
It's gonna be interesting, and I'm curious if in the end that's how they bring the Vision back to the MCU, is by Wanda twisting reality.
Yeah, it's gonna be Wanda creating Vision a lot, or putting life back into Vision the way she created her children in the comics with her superpower.
All right, Paul Bettany, the character.
He was an android.
Vision
he was technically never alive.
Was he an android or a synthezoid?
What
is always
is
synthezoid
life?
in the comics?
Well, they always call it. I don't think they use the term synthezoid in the MCU.
Yeah, I don't think they did either. I was just thinking out loud.
Life.
Well, that's a conversation that we're not really well equipped to discuss here. But
what? You are making assumptions on me, sir.
Well, let me rephrase. That's not really a discussion. It's really in line with the kind of things we discuss in the show.
You and you.
Well, in the MCU, he was a non-functioning body, then he became a functioning body, and then Thanos hit his fucking off button, and right now he's off.
You mean
How
Thanos ripped his off
talking
button?
about? I'm sorry, I'll back off from that.
But it looks trippy and weird, and I guess there is something they just put out that's like Marvel Legacy or something like that. That's some new series on
Marvel
Disney
Legends.
Plus. Yeah, I haven't watched it yet, but some people are bitching about it because that's all
I watched
people
it last night. It's like the dumbest shit ever, but it's basically if you didn't see any of the 23 films that make up the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but for some damn reason you want to jump right into WandaVision, then go watch a 7-minute episode on why Scarlet Witch is the way she is, and a 7-minute episode on how Jarvis became Vision. It's basically just clips from all the movies of showing where these characters came from. It's like literally like a comic book primer for someone that's too lazy to go watch the films.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it is a big time investment to go and watch all of those.
To be fair.
I mean, why I bring this up is let's talk the parent situation here where their kids are really big on this thing, and the parents like, I don't get it. This is the way they can sort of get it without having to consume 23 movies.
Those parents have been quarantined at home for 9 months. They had time to watch 23 films.
Sadly, not everyone's lucky enough that they get to stay home. But I understand the point you're making.
That's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're little 7-minute episodes. Yeah, they're definitely not long, but it's literally just some editor at Disney Plus had fun chopping together all the scenes from the movies where Wanda was introduced. We see how her powers work. We see her build a relationship with Vision. We see her fight Thanos. And then Vision is the same thing. It's the opening scenes of like learning who Jarvis is as the AI for Tony Stark, and then the creation of the what was supposed to be the new Ultron body becoming the Vision body, and then Vision joining the Avengers and starting his relationship with Scarlet Witch.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Yeah, they're each like 7 minutes long. They're very short.
Well, for those that either need a refresher or just don't remember, that's not a bad way to do it going into the WandaVision series.
Yeah, and they are well edited. They're well put together, and it's a quick little video.
I mean,
they're not bad.
Say what you want about Disney Plus, its content, all the new stuff at least, is very well polished and put together. It seems like I've never looked at something and be like, oh, there's no production budget on this. I'm like, how the hell did they afford to make some of these things? Is more what it is.
Can I talk a tangential?
Oh, please talk a tangential for us, Willie.
I'm still a little upset about how they did my boy Hulk in the last 2 Avengers movies. Okay. I'm upset. They just took him pretty much out of it. I mean, I know we got Professor Hulk, but it just wasn't the same. Didn't feel good. Didn't
took
feel
him
right.
out of it. He saved the universe and brought everybody back.
No. Let me explain like this. Because what happened? There's nothing. They just said, we don't fucking care about his backstory. We're just going to move him on. You're not going to know shit. You're just going to go with it, right? Fuck you. I ain't just going to go with it. I want to know. Tell me fucking shit. I know the reason why, because we can't have fucking Hulk movies because of fucking Universal. But hell. Fuck it.
Now, Remember,
Fucking fuck.
Mark Ruffalo is going to be in the She-Hulk series. They haven't said how many episodes or anything like that,
Yep.
but they could fill in some of those
Ruffalo.
gaps.
When's that coming out? 2025?
22, I
care.
think.
Oh, it's not even in my head. I don't want to fucking hear about it until it's about ready to come out then. Don't even fucking tease me.
Well,
Just get it
Willie,
the fuck out.
Willie, you'll forget in 5 minutes anyway, so what's it matter?
That's true. That's true.
I'm not a goddamn goldfish, Chris.
Willie, you've said yourself that your memory is, quote, shit, end quote.
Yeah, it's not that, quote, shit, unquote.
You care so little about something so far out, you really don't think you're going to forget about it here in a little bit?
Listen, She-Hulk's never going to get out of my head because I've seen some images in those comics that were going to last a goddamn lifetime.
God
Her
damn it.
in bed with Juggernaut. That was fucking weird. That is never going to leave my fucking brain.
Wow, now that you said it, yeah, I can literally picture the page of
Yeah,
them laying in
yep,
bed.
yep.
I've read that comic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
that
looking
was good.
down on it like that. The bed's like that. Yep.
Yeah, it's a 3/4 view.
Was it
Yeah,
a She-Hulk comic or was it an X-Men comic? Because I don't remember.
I believe it was a She-Hulk
know.
comic. Yeah, she
Yeah.
slept with King Marco. And I'll say, I just read the 5th issue of the new Fabian Nicieza Juggernaut run. I like the new Juggernaut. Like, he basically has the Crimson Bands of Sidorak are part of his body now.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Like the thing we saw in Infinity War? From
Oh,
Doctor
yeah, a
Strange?
little bit. Yeah, a
That's
little
what
bit. Yeah,
Doctor
the
Strange used all
Crimson
those
Bands that
straps?
Doctor Strange shot out. Yeah.
Mhm.
Basically, the suit is
That was
those
the thing.
instead of it being because the giant gem got broken. And so, yeah, they changed how Juggernaut gets his powers.
Where was his gym? Where did
Oh,
he
it
have
was
in his
no,
body?
he touched it and like absorbed it into his body.
Yeah,
Like,
that's how it was.
okay.
yeah, that's how he originally got his powers. And then yeah, I
Like,
think
Colossus got
Sidorak
it
himself.
time.
I think
remember.
Sidorak himself broke it in one of the X-Men books. But yeah,
Alright.
he now has the Crimson Bands of Sidorak as like part of his body and part of his suit. And yeah, like it's a really good 5-issue miniseries they just did, where Kane Barco's basically he's trying to make up. They're trying to put him more on the Venom path to where he's not as much of a dick, and he's trying to like make up for his mistakes of the past.
They've been doing that for over 15 years, haven't they?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like this is a really good story.
Because I
in
mean,
that
when
direction.
that She-Hulk,
Yeah.
when she slept with him, he was part of the X-Men team. That was back in like 2004, 2005,
Yeah,
2003.
I like the Juggernaut where you never know if he's really going to be a good guy or a bad guy.
Fair
I kinda
enough.
like that.
My favorite Juggernaut is the Juggernaut bitch.
I knew it.
I mean, how can that not be your favorite Juggernaut?
I mean, it is Vinnie Jones, so the line
no,
comes
no,
off
no,
really
no,
well.
no, no,
He's talking about
no.
the actual
You get the
cartoon
fuck
voice
out of here,
overs.
Chris.
Not the crappy movie version where
Don't
they
you
took-
know who I am?
A
I'm
meme.
the Juggernaut, bitch. Yeah, it's
They
about
took
Vinny
That
Jones.
line was
Put it in a
funny.
movie.
Other than that, the
No,
Juggernaut
it's
was
from
terrible. in
that,
there.
but it's from the original. It's from the cartoon where those
Oh,
two guys.
where-
I think it's just two guys like redubbed.
I know
over
which
it.
one you mean. It's similar to the
Yeah.
G.I. Joe redubs
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
I've never seen that. Don't care to. Don't
How-
really
wait,
want
wait,
to.
wait. You have never seen the ones where they take like the lesson, the 1.5 minute long lesson at the end
Yeah.
of G.I. Joe and redub it into different things where you've got like the body massage guy or I'm the internet or pork chop sandwiches. Oh shit, get the fuck out. We're all going to die. That one's my favorite.
This for the people in the back, and I don't care to know it either.
How did you miss this? This was like huge internet culture of the early 2000s, mid 2000s.
I didn't
too.
have internet then.
Willie, you've got to go to YouTube and do G.I. Joe pork chop sandwiches. Just watch that one video.
You know what? Fine. You got me pork chop sandwiches.
Just watch the pork chop
Even
sandwiches.
though I don't
one.
like pork chop sandwiches, fuck it. I'll fucking watch it.
There was a whole series of them. I think they were on E-Bombs World back in the day. They were old Flash videos and stuff like that. I'm sure they're all up on the YouTube by now. But yeah,
all up on the YouTubles.
Bums World's still a thing.
I know it is, but I haven't really been there in forever. Just like College Humor's still a thing, and I think it's been a decade since I last went to College Humor's website. Probably more.
Yeah, they still make good videos every once in a while.
They
I
did
usually
have
catch
good-
them on Twitter.
Yeah, they did have good. They still do have good short form videos and stuff like that. Because that's the one that had like Will Ferrell and the Landlord and stuff like that, which was hilarious. Do you know what that one is, Willie? Will Ferrell
No.
and the Landlord. Oh my god,
Yes, I do it. I know it.
I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
And I was.
You've
I
been
don't.
drinking, haven't you?
It's really good. Now we've kind
Chris
of
has
taken
been drinking his breakfast.
a bunch of wild tangents here. Let's wrap up the news. Bachman, what
Not
you got
Chris.
for
That
us?
was a reference to the landlord.
Oh, okay.
See, Bachman doesn't.
No, I just said I don't know about it. I missed everything in the 2000s. I was in the Navy. I don't know what's going on. We got a new update coming for Dead by Daylight. Big changes coming for one of our favorite games here on the podcast. We got the Dead by Daylight dev tapes. Just did a video, which they're doing it more like the Apex crew, which I like now, where it's a little shorter, just a couple of developers talking. It's like a 15-minute YouTube video this time. So it wasn't the ones that they were doing before with the long ass Q&A that were like an hour for them to get to stuff. So I think they're changing their format up to bring the updates for Dead by Daylight a little quicker, which is kind of nice. The big one is they're doing an update to the clown, which I won't get into it completely, but basically the clown used to just throw bottles that cursed people, made them move slower, then you'd stab them, hurt them, whatever. He's now going to have two different types of bottles. One's an antidote to the after-peace tonic, which will cause speed boost for killers and survivors. So it's going to be a new play mechanic to see how people use that. And apparently if the two clouds actually do touch, it literally is an antidote and it will clear out your other gas cloud. So like it's going to really change the gameplay for the clown. I'm honestly not too thrilled about it because I loved playing the clown the way he was. And people bitched about the clown not being a strong killer. I got 4 kills all the time with the clown. Clown was great. Like, you just had to be able to aim the damn bottles. Like,
isn't he the fastest killer on base speed?
Well, I mean, he's one of, I think there's 4 killers that all have the same highest base speed.
Okay.
I think he's one of them. So, yeah, like, Clown was great. He wasn't slow. I mean, he comes with bamboozle, so you could block windows. Like, he was one of the easiest base killers to play because there's no craziness about his mechanic. It's literally, you load bottles, you throw them. Like, it leaves a big area of effect, and then you have a slash with the blades. Like, yeah, he wasn't hard to learn. He was easy to control. There's no teleporting. There's no, moving across space and time with him. Like, it was all very easy, simple, and straightforward. But apparently enough people bitch, so now we're going to get a new version of Clown. So I'm excited to see how it changes, just because they're going to also change the add-ons. But, yeah, I don't know. I like the old Clown, so I just hope they don't ruin him.
Well, it seems like just going to add something to him.
Yeah, it's going to be an ad thing, but also, like, the doctor was a pain in the ass when you had to switch between treatment and shock therapy.
Yeah, they made it better.
Now that you have to switch between 2 different bottle types, I mean, but also that means I don't have to switch to the yellow bottles. I can just keep throwing the purple ones. You don't have to switch. So, it'll be worth trying to see how it changes. The other huge update is out with the old, in with the new. They are doing a full HUD update for the first time ever in the 4 years that Dead by Daylight's been out. So now where you had the 4 little icons of your survivors in the bottom left corner, we now have 4 actual pictures of the characters on the top left going down in a row that will have the full photo of the survivor they're playing, the person playing's name, and then there's going to be hook meters. So you will actually see, along with the status of if they're being chased, if they're injured, all of that information, you're also going to have hook progression. So the first time you hook somebody, like, and the way they did it in the one match, they had little tally marks. I don't know if we're specifically getting the tally marks again, but either way, when a survivor's been hooked, not only will the survivors be able to tell that, but the killer will be able to tell that as well. So if you've hooked somebody twice and you down them, the killer will finally be able to say, hey, if I hook this person again, they're going to die instantly. And the killer, because the killers never knew that before. You'd go into a match, and if there was 4 Claudettes and you'd gotten 3 hooks, you had no clue if 3 different people have been hooked once, one person had been hooked twice and was about to die. You had no way of telling. So this is one of the things, they did it on one of the little tournaments, and they literally had somebody manually putting tack marks next to people every time they were hooked. And like the people watching on Twitch were like, why the fuck is this not in the game? This is one of the best things ever, and we need it. And so, yeah, that's been added. And then, yeah, they moved around like where the killer's abilities are. Icons for the perks are still in the bottom right. The generator information has been moved to the top middle of the screen. So basically all the Twitch streamers, we're all going to have to move around our stuff on our cameras and stuff. They did, though, specifically leave the upper right corner of the HUD is completely clean. There is nothing there, and they specifically said they did that for streamers. Nice. So it's kind of cool because they're like, hey, we're going to rebuild our HUD, because they wanted to break it down into different pieces. So now each piece can be moved and changed by the devs as they're working on it. So like when they're working on just the piece that's about the perks, they can just work on that piece of the HUD, because now it's all separate coding wise. So like we're not really going to see it on our end, but it's going to be helpful for them going forward. But yeah, they literally also, while they were doing that, broke it down and said, no, we need to leave an area blank and clear for streamers. Yeah, so Monto and Puppers and Noob and Farmer John and all those guys, and me included, will be able to have our little camera up there and have our picture on the screen, knowing that it's not blocking anything, which is great. And then, yeah, like the new HUD looks much cleaner. It looks really cool. And they added in scaling options for the UI. So if you've got a giant monitor and you want to make the UI really big and make it easy to see from across the room, or if you play on a really awesome high-res monitor on your computer and you don't want the damn UI to be that big and you just want to minimize it and make it smaller, you now have a sliding scale to change the size of your UI on PC and on console. So that's going to be nice. They did an update to Survivor locomotion animation. Just basically means that most of the Survivor animations where you're actually moving or doing something, instead of it just being like a change of sequence, they actually just updated the animations. So those aren't really that big of a deal, but like they do look nicer. The other one big thing, because you have a couple graphics updates, they're working on some maps, but matchmaking, rating, and rank system. Being red rank will not mean what it used to mean. Being gray rank will not mean what it used to mean. Your actual skill against a killer is going to determine who you get put in matches with. So also your skill as a killer.
I don't like that.
So basically it's the MRR system they tried to do before. They're re-implementing it. We're going to see it coming up on the public test build, and then it'll be the new updated system. So what it means is basically if I play Freddy all the time and I'm great with Freddy, as I keep going into matches, I'm going to go against better and better survivors that make it tougher for me to get my kills. But then if I play Freddy for 4 weeks straight and I'm facing what have used to been a bunch of rank 1 survivors, and they're all really good, but I'm kicking ass, they're going to keep me at that level. But if I go play Nurse and I never play Nurse and I don't have a kill on Nurse, when I go into that match as Nurse, as the killer, I'm going to go against lesser talented survivors. So they're going to start basing it on basically background stats that we can't see as players, but it's going to be more based on your skill and how well you do against specific killers. So while they're doing that, they didn't want to get rid of the rank system, but the rank system will now be a rewards point system. So every month, everyone gets reset to rank 20 on the rank reset,
Nice.
which... we don't know how fast the progression is going to go on it, but it's now a blood point based award system. So if you at rank 20 at the end of the month, you get 10,000 blood points. If you make it all the way to rank 1 at the end of the month, you get 250,000 blood points. That's the chart that they're showing right now. So, things might change in the meantime, but supposedly I'm going to guess that ranking up will be a little easier, and depending on how they, actually do the algorithms and what you need to do to get a rank up, or to pip or double pip like we used to have. Who knows exactly how that's going to work? But yeah, the ranking system is now going to be something to where it's a reward that you earn every month. So basically, if you play a ton of matches and you make it to the red ranks, you're going to get somewhere between 200,000 and 250,000 blood points. Anything lower than that, you're going to get somewhere between 10,000 and 150,000. So it's more of a reward system. The rank system is now going to be the reward system for how much you play during each month. And it won't be... Your rank will have nothing to do with who you're being placed against in other matches, which, and let's be honest, with the matchmaking system the way it was, like I literally had killer matches last week where as a rank 11 killer, I went into a match and I faced a 17, a 1, a 4, and an 8. They were all in the same match together because also the ranking system can't fight if people do survive with friends.
Oh,
so
okay.
if a rank 1, like Willie, plays a match with me where I'm a rank 8 survivor, we might face a rank 1 killer. We might face a rank 12 killer. There's no way of knowing.
The problem with that is when I play with some friends who just getting back into it, they're all the way back to rank 20 because the rank resets over and over and over again. So they're getting somewhere between ranks like 13, 12, somewhere down there. And that's the worst thing because that's where the tunneling campers, that's where the majority of them are.
Yeah.
That rank, they're fucking, is it green?
Yeah.
Yeah,
in the green ranks.
Oh, the dirty green rank killers. Stop tunneling and camping. Go do something.
But yeah, other than that, there's some other miscellaneous ones. Wraith is getting true invisibility after a certain distance away. You won't see the little predator ripple effect. They changed the escape mechanic from the trapper, but it sucks as they're updating the trapper and still not giving him fucking traps at the start of the match. So I'd consider this another non-fix for the fucking trapper. And then a couple of just small changes to deep wounds, fixated diversion, and hex undying. couple of the perks, which, yeah, if anybody wants those, they're in the show notes on the Dead by Daylight dev stream and up on the Dead by Daylight developer update on the forum. If you want to read those individually, just little tweaks to a couple of perks. Nothing
Nice.
super huge or game breaking.
So,
But yeah,
how do you like
little
the,
updates.
How do you like the HUD update? I don't like it.
I don't dislike it just because I want to see it in
Okay.
action, and I want to see it like on my PC where I can then scale it and then move my camera. Like, I mean, Monday it's not going to be on there, but like whenever I do my first stream on the public test build, which if it goes public test build Tuesday, hopefully I'll be able to stream it Wednesday with the new HUD, and I'll go in early and move my camera around and stuff. I want to see it before I judge it, because like the idea of it being like the actual icons of the players instead of just a silhouette of a bullshit whatever, I like, because otherwise, like, it's okay. I know in this match I have a David, a Dwight, a Bill, and a Claudette. If I down the Claudette twice and then I'm running after somebody, I have to remember the person's name on my screen. So at least now you have the icons of the characters.
What I don't like
that could
about
still
it,
also be confusing if they do the base icons versus the outfit they're actually wearing, because they might not look like they're portrait.
Sure. Probably
There's
just
so many cosmetics. So I mean, what they're showing right now is default, but I don't know if the cosmetics are going to change that.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I want to wait to judge it. I mean, I do like that it does look a little cleaner. It looks a little more minimal. I
just don't like the placements of it, because it used to be you could just look at where am I at right here. So yeah, they were just all down here in the bottom left. All the information you needed was down. Down
basically
here. And now it's up here.
As a killer,
it's up here in the middle, and it's fucking. It's all three corners of the damn screen. So instead of being all in one, it's everywhere.
Yeah. What I'm hoping, though, is they said, they did specifically break each HUD element into its own thing.
Yeah.
So you can scale it now, and they're changing each one. I'm hoping that this means in the future, maybe a year from now, who knows, but we might get the ability to do a customized UI where you can literally go into Dead by Daylight, open up options, and grab the generators and move that icon to the bottom of your screen. And then grab the survivors and move that to the bottom of your screen and shrink it. It's possible. It could be like the World of Warcraft, where eventually you could move everything on your UI, scale each individual item separately. I mean, that might be what they're working towards. So this is a step in that direction. And I just hope that's what we're eventually going to get. Yeah, I don't hate it. I think it's a good step in the right direction, just because it gives them, from what I understood, the dev developer thing, it gives them better access and a better way for them to do updates to these items. Because they didn't say at all that they're like, this is the new UI going forward, but we built it this way so that we can make easier changes to it. So I love that idea.
Oh yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
I think it makes sense to lean into things that'll make it better for streamers.
Yeah, especially with Dead by Daylight. I mean, once that game went free on PlayStation Network, and then with people like Puppers, who literally has like 9,000 hours of this game streaming, him and Monto and them. I think
they know where their
Hybrid
bread's
Panda's gone
buttered.
through some shit. Yeah, he might be coming back. So there's people that have made this game very popular by just really being positive members of the community, talking up how much they love about the game, and also being very verbal about the stuff that they find is wrong. And that's how a lot of those bugs get fixed. These are the guys that play on the public test build every time it comes out, and they publicly show everything that they're finding, all the glitches. Because I know that there's members of the behavior team that literally just watch, Monto and Puppers on the day that PTB goes wrong or goes live, because they know they're going to find the glitches. Like, they know that those streamers are going to be in there playing it for 8 fucking hours the first day it comes out, and they're going to show them, hey, this isn't working, this animation doesn't work, this thing is glitched. Like, they find all of that shit. So yeah, it's awesome. It's a small game company up in Quebec, but man, they just keep making their one game better. You can't be mad about that.
Quebec.
They're in Quebec.
Yeah, there's some good fishing in Quebec.
But yeah, that's my news of the week. Dead by Daylight is still trying to get better day by day as they get ready for their 5th year.
And if it's available on the public or in the updated version, you'll have it on Tuesday on your Twitch stream. So go check it out there, folks.
I'll Steam Wednesday. So yeah,
okay.
My stream is on Wednesday. So yeah, Wednesday noon Mountain, 2 Eastern.
There you go.
Chris,
I can't keep
I'm
track of everyone's
messing with it. Go, Chris. Go.
I do
Chris,
Monday,
go.
Wednesday, Friday.
Hurt my feelings, Willie.
Go ninja. Go ninja. Go.
Can't
Go,
do any more.
Ninja,
We'll
go,
get sued.
Ninja,
Can't
go.
do any more. Can't do any more.
I did my thing. I was done. Fuck, man.
I'd do what I
trying
want.
to get us a takedown notice.
What? It's not even his song. Who cares?
You're thinking of Ice Ice Baby.
No,
Yeah.
I'm just assuming he stole all of his songs from
That's
somebody
fair.
else.
You know what? I can't argue that point.
Don't you Van Winkle me, motherfucker.
So we are going to wrap things up.
Oh, I'm gonna Van Winkle you little. I'm not gonna go any further.
I was really scared of where that was going. So we're going to wrap things up. It's our final segment called What I'm Into. It's our chance to share with you guys who are watching live or listening at a later date just what kind of geeky and or nerdy things we've been getting into. The thought is, hey, maybe you might want to go check those out yourself. And I'll kick things off. I guess the biggest thing I knocked off on my list while we were on vacation and took our break is I beat Cyberpunk 2077 about 68 hours in. I didn't do every single side mission because there's all sorts of random crimes and stuff that pop up, but I completed all the side missions that were essential to the story. And it was about 68 hours to do it. I had fun with the game. I didn't run into many of the same problems that other people did. However, I did have 5 or 6 different times where the game would freeze, the screen would black out, and it would just crash back to the dashboard. So I did run into some issues. Luckily, the autosave is pretty generous there, so I was able to recover pretty well. But I did have a few game-breaking glitches here and there. And then the worst thing is once you start having those, if something's not working how you expect it to, you're assuming it is glitching, when really it's expecting you to do something that you're not catching on to. And you're like, oh my God, the game glitched on me. So you're pulling out your phone to be like, okay, Cyberpunk glitch. And what you're doing, you're like, oh, it's not actually a glitch. Crap, I just wasted 10 minutes trying to figure out what the hell was going wrong. The game is fun. Is it broken in some ways? Yes, it's broken in some ways. It needed more time in there. There's supposed to be a big patch coming sometime this month, a big patch coming sometime in February, and they are slated to drop their first DLC at the beginning of the year. I don't know when at the beginning of the year, and I'm sure that's going to slide right because
the year's already began.
Well, so beginning part of the year. Let me rephrase what I meant.
There we go.
What year? This is 2020 part 2.
Yeah, right. What? It's December 40th, 2020 right now. Is that what the gag is at the moment?
No, I don't want to.
I'm sorry, you thinking bad things are gonna stop happening just because it's you put a 1 in front of a 0?
Yes.
Or
Well,
to replace the 0?
This
As someone
current
that's
year,
worked in computer language, yes, changing a 0 to a 1 can change the whole
It's true.
fucking world.
But
No.
here's one thing we need to consider. This year
Not
is
in
literally 2021. That's all we need to know. Not ONEWON 2021.
You're not. Fun.
Yeah.
The year's already proved you wrong. What are you talking about?
2021, man. It beat us.
All right.
We lost.
You just blinders on you. I
We
see
lost.
I've seen good stuff happen this year. I had a
Ah.
birthday.
Too?
It was fun.
I'm not going to do this. Chris, I know you don't want it, so I'm not going to do nothing.
There you
That's
go.
fine. So Cyberpunk, I got almost 70 hours into. Once
Ooh,
I
that's
beat the
quick.
game, I decided I was going to stop and play some other stuff. And my intent is when they put these 2 big patches
Yakuza.
out and the first bit of DLC comes out, maybe then I'll revisit, play that DLC, or just start from scratch and play the game from the very beginning again. I haven't quite decided what I want to do there. So what
I recommend Yakuza.
So I thought about it, but it was no longer on sale. So I'm going to wait until it's on sale again next. I got enough stuff in my backlog, Willie, that I don't need to buy it now. Unless you're talking about the older Yakuza games.
Yeah, Yakuza Kiwami, which is a remake of the first one.
I don't remember which one it was I picked up
You
on
can
Game
play
Pass that I was
all
playing.
of them on PS4.
Well, I can play them all, most of them on Game Pass on my Xbox.
Okay, I didn't know they were available
Yeah.
all there.
So I've got a
I'm
couple
trying
of
to
them.
help out.
Yeah, I've got a couple of them I picked up on Game Pass. I did buy the Avengers game for $15 from the GameFly used sale. I
What did you
installed
do?
it, and my intent is when they put the next gen update out, then I'll go through and play the campaign, and I'll get $15 worth of fun out of it. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, because we
Maybe.
can't play it together. Because fuck you, Chris.
Because I wanted to play it on a next gen console. That's correct. You don't have one.
Chris, you could have got a PS5.
I couldn't find a PS5.
You weren't trying.
Doesn't change the fact I couldn't find one.
That's true.
Fucking hate you, Chris.
I could find an Xbox Series X. You just buy whichever one you find next, Willie, and maybe it'll be an Xbox. You can play Avengers with me.
Chris, when I bend you over and start thrusting,
Uh-oh.
it's not for my pleasure. It's for your pain.
All right, so since I stopped on Cyberpunk, what I did pick up to to start playing is I went back to Watch Dogs Legion or Legacy. I can't remember which one it is. The last Watch Dogs game that came out back in November. They finally patched it so that
Legion.
the game saving issues were fixed, so I can go and redo the 6 hours of story progress I lost and then finish the game. And I have only put an extra like 3 hours into it since I beat Cyberpunk because most of my time was focused on that. And I did pick up Dragon Quest XI again on my Switch and start playing that, but since I was caught up on things.
What were you playing on it before?
I was on my Switch before, but I was just meaning that I'm playing that on the Switch because that's an easy game to sit on the couch and play when I'm watching football or something else like that right now. So
Yeah, they actually released the Switch version back onto the PlayStation.
And on the Xbox too.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right.
And
yeah,
for
right.
Game Pass for PC also, so it's a PC game as well.
Sure, why not?
I'm just pointing it out. The game is
I
everywhere.
still haven't finished it. I need to go back. 'Cause
I wish there was
I
a-
have to be near the end, right?
I wish there was a
have
way
to.
to move your save game between different
consoles.
consoles. That'd be sweet.
No,
You can
no,
do it with some games. Witcher 3, for instance, you can move your save game back and forth between Switch
PC and Switch only.
I know. That's what I was saying.
That's it. You can't. There's not consoles though.
It could come. Calm down.
I don't know. Could they? Because those are like two completely different like infrastructures for saves, right? All right, Chris. All right,
It's
Chris.
possible.
I'm just trying to be realistic.
They're
here.
two different infrastructures for saves between the Switch and the
Yeah.
PC.
Yeah, I want my cross progress on fucking Dead by Daylight. Goddammit. I just want to be able to take my PlayStation game and put it on my PC and play it there.
No, because I want to get it for the Switch, the Dead by Daylight, so I can just start up and like just beat all these little kids'
Now,
asses.
in theory, can't you stream PlayStation games from your console to your computer? Yeah, so you could do it that
Well-
way and put it on Twitch.
Yeah, but I just can't do like the camera or any of that stuff because I don't have a video
Get
capture
one.
card.
Oh.
No. I
thought
was
about
meaning,
camera.
can't you do like internet-based streaming?
What are you talking about, Chris? Because I don't know where you
I
went
thought you
to.
could.
I can stream directly from my PlayStation, but then that means no camera,
No,
OBS
I mean,
overlay.
Take the game and put it on an internet feed that you then put on screen on your PC to do it. Does it not allow you to have like a PlayStation app on PC for remote play?
Yeah, there's no. I don't think that's a thing.
There is.
See? That's how you get your PlayStation feed
I'm
on all
pretty
your
sure there
fancy
is.
overlays.
Because
I know they
I
do
can
it
grab
for-
this Vita over here and I can stream PS4 games on it.
You might want to look and see if there is game streaming you can do from PS4 to PC, because I thought they put out something that allowed that to happen as long as you're on the same network. Because I know Xbox does it for some stuff too.
Oh, maybe.
Because
I've
I've played GTA on my laptop, streaming it from my Xbox to my laptop before.
Is your PS4 wired or wireless? Bachman.
Wired. It's wired. I have
Oh,
it
you
wired to
goddamn
my.
right.
You're good to
Yeah,
go.
why would you not?
assuming it
I got a
works.
50-foot Ethernet cord just for that.
That's because you have Hillbilly dial-up.
Listen to you, son of a bitch. I would have that 50-foot Ethernet cord no matter what.
You got Hillbilly dial-up, Willie. I can't fix that for you.
Chris, the net title of
That's
this
one of-
episode is "Fuck you, Chris."
I
It's
can't
one of my
make that the
best
title.
creations ever is Hillbilly Dial-Up.
Fuck you too.
No, I already changed the title based off.
You
this
got a
argument.
can and a string. ES Remote Play.
Oh, it's funny when Rick does it, but when Willie does it, no. Fuck all y'all.
You want to
That's
be?
right.
You're not a Rick. You're a Jerry.
Oh, he called you a Jerry.
Listen here, brother. We're gonna meet me in the ring, and you're gonna just find out how much Jerry I am. I'm gonna
Never.
gerrymander you up and down the turnbuckle, left and right down the rope, and right up your candy ass.
What have I done? What have I
You
done?
open up a can, no, a case of whoop ass.
You did it. You did it, Chris. It's your fault.
It's my fault. I'm trying to remember what else I got into. It all kind of blurred together because I've been sick.
It's
over
gonna
the
run
break.
wild through you, Chris.
Right. So I've been sick during the break, so
The
I didn't do
nation
much.
of domination.
I didn't do much besides play video games and watch dumb TV and YouTube videos. And I can't honestly remember what it is I watched on YouTube. Besides, I started the history of swearing, which was pretty delightful.
Oh, that's out now.
Yeah. For episode
Yay!
1 is fuck.
Oh, fuck. They're doing that. God damn it. I thought this was all released at the same day.
No, they're all
Fuck you,
Willie.
Netflix.
Willie, they're all released. It's just, what are you doing?
God damn it.
He threw off his shirt in rage.
Fucking Netflix.
But he didn't listen to me when I was trying to say it's
Nope.
all out. They just did a different swear word for each episode.
Oh, okay. Let me put this shit back. Thank you for reiterating that.
Oh, dear Lord, what just happened?
Lots of shit.
Lots of shit. I lost my train of thought. That's what I've been getting into. Who wants to go next?
Sure, I'll go. Fuck it. What have I been doing? Among Us. I started playing Speedrunners. That's a fun-ass game. I don't know how old it is. I know it's on the Switch, and it's on the PS4. I don't know where else it is. Chris, you fucking figure that shit out, because you usually do.
I don't know.
Regardless if I tell you to or not. What else have I been doing? Oh, shit, I was very happy. We've been watching Doom Patrol. My buddy came over. We actually watched some Doom Patrol, because that's a
Nice.
great show. You guys need to watch Doom Patrol. Hey, guys, guess what? Doom Patrol.
I think Willie wants us to watch Titans.
Titans?
Titans.
Or Young Justice. Just watch Young Justice.
And also I got crabs.
Willie got crabs.
Willie did get
Yeah,
crabs. If you caught the pre-show, you know what that is about.
Yeah, I don't. I'll let it be.
Child,
You have to watch the pre-show. You should have been here. It's something you just had to be here to figure out, man. And if you were here, you were here. If you're not, you're not. So yeah. What the? I know I've done something else. What was it? I've done something else. I'm breaking down today, Willie. What's going on? I need to go get some cigarettes because have you noticed I'm out? Fucking pissed off. Haven't smoked the entire one day.
So you're in the middle of a Nick fit, is what you're saying.
Willie, you're low on carcinogens. Please buy more cigarettes.
You don't want to live anymore. Yes, I already knew that shit before I started smoking. No, I did something else. God, what was it? I know I did something. What the fuck was it? Fuck you, brain. I was made like, oh yeah, everyone remember to do that. So you know what? Since I can't remember, I'm just gonna take this time to remind everybody about the funniest moment that's ever happened in any movie ever. 22 Jump Street. Have we all seen it?
No. But go ahead and spoil.
Damn
I
it,
don't care.
Chris. Why are you like this? Why are you the way you are?
Because I don't watch most comedies that come out in theaters because they're generally not good.
Fucking spoiling it, I don't care.
I
Hey,
just
Bachman,
said go ahead.
I know I was going ahead regardless of what you said. I don't need your permission to go ahead, Chris.
No, you
so
do.
Stay out of my shit, Bachman.
You need my permission.
Yes.
Bachman. So the funniest moment of any movie ever was when the realization that Jonah Hill's character is sleeping with Ice Cube's daughter. Not between him and Jonah Hill, but between when Channing Tatum gets involved. And he starts skipping around the office and saying, like, yeah, he's sleeping with the captain's daughter.
It's funny, but I don't know if it's even.
Pause the fucking movie to laugh.
I don't know if that's
how
even
that
top
ever
10.
happened? Oh, that is top one for sure for me. Oh my! I had to pause the movie because I couldn't stop laughing. And then Ice Cube's like, every time he does that, it's another foot in your ass. Oh my God! He's like, you brat! You high-fived him for sleeping with your daughter. Oh my God! Oh my
Yeah.
God!
It
That
was funny, but
realization-
no. There's definitely
he's,
funnier moments in
he's
movies.
frolicking around the office. Frolicking.
Really just want to use the word frolicking.
Frolic is a good word.
It is a great word. You know what? Go ahead. I'm done.
What you got for us, Bachman?
What do you got?
Getting all caught up on AEW. Finished off the Tome Archive 5 for
Wait.
Dead by Daylight on my PS4.
Did you watch the Brody Lee send-off one?
Yes, I watched the Brody Lee
Did-
send-off. And
Did it
I
wreck
also
you as
ordered
bad as
the-
it wrecked me?
Yeah, especially the very last part when they brought his boots out to retire him, the way wrestlers retire
Yeah.
their boots. Like, yeah, I cried during that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I ordered me the Exalted One shirt.
Yeah,
With
I
the
got the
proceeds
tribute
going to the
shirt
family.
because all the money goes to the family, and I got a CM
Yep.
Punk one also because he said all of his shirt money for the
Yep.
next month goes
Yep,
to
CM Punk
the
was doing
Huber
the
family.
same, which is awesome. So yeah, did that. Yeah, caught up on my wrestling, and then yeah, it was awesome. Went to my parents last night for dice and my late birthday dinner. Had my birthday this week on Tuesday, which was awesome. Me and my girl both took the day off from work, so like we basically just were lazy, had some good food. She made me chocolate chip strawberries and decorated them to look exactly like Jason Voorhees hockey masks. They were delicious and gorgeous. She also made me a pineapple upside down cake. And then I got a bunch of my presents in the mail. Skybound actually did their Christmas sale, and so I was able to grab some stuff. When they originally did the action figures for the Invincible universe, they were $25 a pop. So it was like fucking expensive because they're fairly small. But I was like, well, I got to get the Mark Grayson, like the Invincible one and the Invincible one covered in blood, because they do blood variants for their toys because, well, the Invincible universe is a comic book filled with bloody battles. During the sale, though, they put a bunch of the action figures up there. They were only $10 a piece. So I now have Mark's Lady. I got Adam Eve from the Invincible universe, and then got the Adam Eve bloody variant. So I got both of those for less than the price of what I paid for the first Invincible figure. Thank God for the sale. Picked up Birthright. Give her that as the trade paperback because I love that series. Wanted the girlfriend to read it. And then I picked up the complete Astounding Wolfman whole goddamn series in one book, and it is a beefy son of a bitch.
Damn.
Yeah. Robert Kirkman and Jason Howard retelling a version of the old werewolf story. And then now that I finally have it, I can do a full read through. Sadly, Ryan Otley going over to Marvel, he closed his shop, so he hasn't been doing books on his website, which used to be really awesome because like he would sign everything you bought from him, and he'd send you like random issues of Invincible signed, and he'd occasionally toss in like Death Grub, like the first 24-hour comic that he did himself that he like wrote, drew, and inked, and then he would send those to you signed, which was cool. But his store is closed, so sadly I had to get the last Invincible hardcover, Volume 12, from the Skybound store, but also got it during the sale, so it was like half off. So now I have all 12 Invincible Ultimate Collection hardcovers, which 1 through 12 contains the entire series, all 144 issues. So now I can sit down this year. Yes, it's a gross of Invincible.
I see
the
what
greatest
you did
superhero
there.
comic book in the universe. So now, yeah, I can sit down and do my reread, and I don't have to pull out any of my trades or my individual issues. I can read the entire story, start to finish, all in the hardcovers, which is just awesome. And then, yeah, had a weird-shaped box that contained my little Babu Freak, which, yeah, the girlfriend got me. He's my favorite character from Rise of Skywalker. He might actually be my favorite Star Wars character. He's the dude that fixes C-3PO, the little tiny droid mechanic, and, yeah, he talks. And
Wait, that's a he?
Yeah. He just has a high voice because he's a very tiny dude. This is life-size Babu Freak.
Oh, Baba Freak. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I was thinking of fucking, what's her name from the very first of the new trilogy. What the fuck was her name? Ran the fucking...
What, Maz Kanata?
Cantina. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Because look the same. They look similar.
No,
Look, that looks just like it.
He's got a blowtorch in his hand. He's not a bartender. He's a droid mechanic.
How old is he? Don't be telling what he blows.
No, this is Babu Freak.
Listen, I don't deal in child pornography, Bachman.
Awesome. Yeah,
This is
she got
fucking
me
weird.
that.
This is
So,
fucking
yeah.
weird. Fucking weird. It's fucking weird, Derry.
Got the super cute, and then along with the super cute, she also got me a 112 Freddy Krueger figurine that is just gorgeous. It comes with multiple heads, multiple hands. It's posable, cloth fucking sweater. It's got the Freddy face that you can actually take the skin off and has the skull underneath. It has the little finger where he chops it off and says, "This is God," and the green blood spurts out. It's awesome. Like the best birthday ever. So yeah, I had myself a hell of a good week. And I'm fucking 43. I feel old.
Meh.
And then, yeah, I'm 3 or 4 episodes. Yeah, finished Titans, and I'm 3 or 4 episodes into Warriors. So, yeah, we already talked about what I've been watching. But, yeah, that and, yeah, Arch Enemy. My review of Wonder Woman Online was we started watching Wonder Woman 84 one night. We got bored, turned it off, and went to bed. The next, like 2 days later on Saturday, we finished watching Wonder Woman 84. And then after that, we watched Arch Enemy, the Joe Manganiello superhero movie on Amazon Prime that I mentioned with Paul Scheer. My review of Wonder Woman 84 Online was go watch Arch Enemy. It's a fun movie.
Chris, please tell me you watched Wonder Woman 84.
I haven't gotten to it yet.
God damn it, Chris!
Believe me, there's no hurry.
Why are
There's
you
no
the
hurry,
worst
and you're not
way?
missing much.
No, I'll give you that, Bach. I will 100% give you that. But come on, Chris. You knew we were going to be talking about
Willie,
it.
why would I
What
go
the
watch
hell,
it whenever
Chris?
I know keep shitting all over it?
Yeah, it's
because you have to experience it yourself. Why have you not watched the movie that all your friends tell you is fucking
Willie,
amazing?
Willie, I will
tell me
watch.
that. No, fuck you, Chris. No, you can't use that excuse with me. Because everyone's telling you Fifth Element's amazing. Watch it. And you're like, I'm not going to watch it. But whenever tells you, no, don't watch this, like, fine, I don't want to watch it.
I think I might have muted him.
good. No, like there's some good acting in it. There's some cool sequences. There's some good, costume design. But yeah, man, I set the bar low from all the bad stuff I'd heard, and still I watched Wonder Woman 84 and I was like, ugh.
Look, so Willie, feel free to unmute yourself at this point. I was more doing that for just S and G's. I'll get to it sometime before Christmas, before a month from Christmas. That's
Before Christmas.
Let me rephrase. It came out on Christmas Day, so you have 30 days from then before it goes off HBO Max. So I'll get to it
There
from
you go.
then. I apologize, Willie. I shouldn't hit your mute button.
Am I wrong in anything I said, Chris?
I don't know what you said. You started ranting, and I tuned out.
You won't watch
your
Fifth Element because we
excuse.
told you it's amazing,
No,
and you
your
won't watch
excuse
Wonder
for
Woman because you
Wonder
say
Woman-
it's bad.
Because people say it's bad.
Sorry,
All right,
sorry,
well,
you're
well,
breaking
my
up. I
friends-
can't hear you.
So-
What?
So when your friends
What?
are telling you when to watch an amazing movie and
I can't hear you.
continually not do it,
Sorry, Willie, the
You're the
podcast
piece
is going
of
through a
shit.
tunnel.
What? I can't
You're
hear
the
you.
piece of shit now,
I'm going through a tunnel. What?
no, don't worry. I'm going through your tunnel.
Whoa!
I can't hear you. What's going on?
Remember, not my pleasure.
Your pain.
Just remember that, Chris. Every teardrop that's going to fall out your eye, remember what it's for. This moment right here.
Gross. Number one,
And
gross.
you're going to know. You're going to know it's all because of you.
Number two,
He's
we
gonna
are about
burgle
to start
ya.
wrapping
He's gonna
things up.
burgle ya.
Every step you take.
No,
That's all I'm going to do. I know the limits.
no, you don't know limits.
No, you don't.
Oh, your butthole's going to know my limit.
Oh,
So much.
that's
Yeah,
gross.
apparently, I don't know. From what I'm seeing, this remote play thing might actually work for my PC. So, yeah, maybe I'll just stop using my Steam account and just remote play my PS4. For
Actually, you're not.
streaming
You
on
guys
Monday.
aren't wrong. Am I really going roboty?
No, you weren't.
You weren't.
Oh, because you guys are both sounding so. I don't know. Ever since you did that, Chris, you fucked something up.
All I
Now
did was
you
hit the
guys are-
mute button. That's not going to do
you
anything
fucked
to you.
something up, Chris.
I'm about to toss him out of the damn call. That's what I'm about to do.
Yeah, you're gonna toss some coal. Yeah, that's what you do in West Virginia. What else can you do?
All right, on that note, we are going to shut things down for this
not
week.
wrong.
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us for this episode of the All Things Good and Nerdy Show. Don't forget, we stream this live every Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central, over at www.geeks.live, the official streaming home of the Gonna Geek Network. If you're looking for more content, head on over to geeks.live, scroll down to the bottom of the page. There is a calendar of all of our upcoming live events. I do believe the next live content is on Monday, January 11th at 8:45 p.m. Eastern Time with the official GonnaGeek.com show. Before we shut this thing down, you guys have any final thoughts for the fans and listeners?
I got one thing to say in the immortal words, in the tune of "Dude Looks Like a Lady." Chris is full of bullshit. yeah.
All right.
Willie's got crabs.
I mean,
Yeah, I
we,
got crabs,
we did
too.
learn that. It's a pre-show.
You want to see?
tease.
No.
Well, the show's signing off. We don't have time to see. You'll have to come
You
back
wanna see up
next
close?
week to
I'll let you
see.
get close, Bachman.
We'll show next week Willie's crabs.
You can see all my crabs, baby.
No.
Thanks for listening to this brand new episode of the All Things Good and Nerdy podcast. Don't forget, we'll be back next Sunday live at 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central over at live.atgnpodcast.com, channel 3 of the Alpha Geek radio app, and over at our network home at gonnageek.com/live. If you have any feedback for the show, please contact us atgnpodcast@gonnageek.com, on our hotline number at 304-806-ATGN, or even better, go to Twitter and send us a message at ATGN Podcast. The music you've heard in this show is produced by Kevin MacLeod and can be found at incompetech.com. And for those that aren't aware, it's referencing a board game. Willie's got crabs.
Card game.
Excuse me, a card game.
This is why you're full of bullshit, Chris.